Thank you for tuning in to Healthy Vixen channel. It's Terry and I'm back with another video. So I pulled some cards and I wanted to come to you to share the cards with you, but I was in the middle of recording from my iPad and the recording stopped. So I'm gonna try this message again. I don't know, but I feel like the powers that were don't want us to get this message out. That's what I just heard, and I didn't say me out. Me didn't want me to get this message out. It came out as don't want us to get this message out. Okay, so the ancestor spirit is really speaking, has been dealing with me about having confidence in acting on your desires and moving in confidence with pursuing whatever you're trying to pursue, okay? Whether it's a new business or a relationship or a new venture, a new job, a move, or just really, I think basically it's all about self-actualization. It's all about where you see yourself in your highest timeline. Okay, where do you see yourself on your highest timeline? If you were to quantum leap onto the next timeline, where would you be? What would you be doing? And would you at your highest self? Okay, self-actualization. And so I've been getting a message several times from different sources over a period of time of your confidence is the key to your success. Your confidence is the key to your success. And so a lot of us have these desires of the heart and have these achievements that we want to succeed in. And Spirit is saying, do it. Like, when are you going to do it? When are you just going to be it? Because you are it. The fact that you're having the desire, the fact that you're giving this much mental space to it, and prayer and all of this, trying to manifest it, the fact that you're doing that means that that's your highest self, and that's where you need to do. That's where you need to be, and that's what you need to be right here, right now, in the present. Right here, right now, in the present. Right here, right now, in the present. That's who you are. That's who you are. That's who your soul contract decided to be when you came here on this earth. And there's a lot of barriers and obstacles put in place for us not to remember that, for us not to come to that understanding, or to challenge us to coming to that understanding. So, it challenges our faith, especially when we are looking and when we're believing what we see. When we're believing what we see, when we are struggling financially, when we didn't have the support growing up, we don't have the support now, or we may have to pay bills and work a job that we really don't get any fulfillment out of, and we don't see a way of getting out of that and actually being the person that we came to this realm to be. It looks as if it's a challenge. It challenges us, but Spirit is really just telling me to be careful of what we're saying to ourselves, what the majority of time spent is on. Like, what are the majority of your thoughts, and how long are you talking? How long How long are you dwelling on that? And is it the fact that I am this, I am that, I am this today, even though I'm on this job, even though funds are low, even though I don't have the partner right now, even though I'm, you know what I'm saying, whatever, fill it in. Even though your eyes are telling you this, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel like, okay, well, yeah, I'm this. This is what I am. This is what I came here to do. What else is there to do but this? Because this is my highest self. This is my highest timeline. If I were to jump timelines, this is where I would be. So guess what? Let me collapse the timelines. Ooh, spirit, that's a word. Let me collapse the timeline to now. And I am it. This is it. I am doing it right now. I am doing it. Right now, I'm planning in my mind what I'm going to do tomorrow concerning my position right now. And so I pulled some cards and it just confirmed exactly what Spirit was telling me. So the first card I got was Transform and Rise. And it says, your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. So it's a journey of transformation. It's a journey of transformation. So what Spirit is really telling me is it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey. And the journey does not start. Oh my gosh. The journey does not physically start until we place ourselves on the road. You can think about the road. You can think about what may be on the road. You can think about how that road may look and how it may feel. And it maybe is lonely. Maybe will I meet a friend? Will somebody come and support me? Will somebody come and assist me? You know, or how long will I be on this road on my own? And when will it actually be exactly the way I envision it in my spirit as my highest self? You can ruminate on that, or you can actually place your feet on the road and walk. Okay? The next card I got was Hidden Keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. So that's the same thing, okay? A puzzle, you don't see the entire puzzle. Your desire is that puzzle's box. So you know how normally the puzzles come in and all these puzzle pieces, but you know what the puzzle should look like because you see the front of the box, right? That is your desire. That is the vision of yourself, the highest timeline of yourself that your spirit had when it came to this realm. Okay, this is what your spirit saw. This is your highest self, right? So when we come here, all the pieces are just scattered, and we're trying to figure out, how do I put it together? Like, it's so overwhelming. There's so many pieces. There's so many, they look the same and then they don't fit, and then I have to start over. No, you're not starting over. You're not starting over because you're here. All you got to do is put the pieces of the puzzle together. One piece at a time. Walk on the road one step at a time. Fulfill the purpose right now. Okay? And then the next step, you fulfill that purpose right now. The next step, walk in that purpose right now. Okay? It's like when you have a puzzle and when you have a puzzle and you have an orange piece, you're not going to get this black piece and try to put it here. You're going to just take the next step, which is a little lighter shade of orange. You're going to find a piece of the puzzle that is a little lighter shade of orange than this one, right? And place it next to it. Almost the same, but not quite. You're going to place that next to it, and it's going to be very, very close to what you're doing. Spirit don't expect for you to go looking for black pieces when you're just right here, okay? Spirit doesn't expect, that's a word right there. Spirit does not expect for you to go and take out $1 million loan for a business that you just incorporated yesterday. Maybe he does. I don't know if you know an investor. But when it's time for that stage will come. Okay? When it's time for the black, you'll be up here. You'll have taken these steps. Okay? When it's time to meet an investor on the road, you'll have taken all the steps. You'll have taken all the beginner steps to be able to speak to the investor about what you need. I'm speaking because I'm looking at the next card. I just thought about the next card. You'll be able to communicate and speak to this investor from experience because you have taken step by step by step by step, and you have gained, speak spirit, you have gained the knowledge and wisdom that you need to go to that next level. And it's saying transform and rise. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. So those experiences are going to guide you to the next step, the next experience, okay? And then it takes me to my next card, which is communication. And there's you see what I'm saying? Now you're on that road, and this road it looks like they're standing on water. It's just them two. They're looking up at a planet. The sun is in the background, and they are well dressed. Look like for business. Their business looks to me like business partners. This is not a marriage. This is not a wedding. This may be a couple, but this is not a wedding. These are this is business attire. This is business attire. And it says, effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. So you're not going to meet an investor, and I'm just taking this is an example. This is not everybody's case. This is just how Spirit gives me. I have an MBA, I have a business background, so that's the way Spirit is giving me. But when you meet an investor, if you have not taken all of the steps to get you to the next level where you're actually communicating effectively with this investor, they're not going to understand your needs clearly, right? And they're not going to be able to connect. They're not going to be able to meet you across that bridge to form a partnership, right? This is a partnership. They're not going to be able to meet you there. But if you have taken the necessary steps and you have gathered all the information that you need, and you have transformed on that journey, which transform just really means renewing your mind based on the new information that you receive. But once you get to that point, you'll be able to speak and articulate the story, the journey, and they will be able to meet you with what you need, because the universe is going to provide to you just because you put the puzzle together. The fulfillment comes from the journey and putting piece by piece. And by the time you see the bigger picture, you're going to be well taken care of. The universe is going to show up for you because you showed up for yourself. Okay? The universe is going to show up for you just because you showed up for yourself. And the last card that I got was the house out of the Kipper deck. Now, it could mean a literal house. It could mean a building. It could mean real estate. But it could also mean safety and security, stability, right? So Spirit is just really, to me, saying like Spirit speak. Okay. Spirit is saying, the instability and insecurity comes from not placing yourself on the path. not placing yourself on the journey, not actually putting your feet on the road to your success confidently, not, the instability is in unsurety, insecurity. Okay, instability, it comes from insecurity. You know what I'm saying? So spirit wants you to walk heavy on this road, like walk as if you are already it, because you are. The fact that you place yourself on the road and you pulled the puzzle pieces out of the packet means that you're on the journey. Okay? And when you put yourself on the journey, it's going to bring, that's the real stability. That's the real safety. That's the real security, because by faith, you're walking this narrow, sometimes very lonely road, and you don't have anybody to depend on but spirit. And you're walking by faith, and you haven't turned around and gave up and got off the road and back to what you're doing. Like, you're actually being your highest self in this present moment, in that present moment, in the next present moment, in the next present moment. And you've been walking this path so long, you've been in the present moment so long, the confidence is there, the communication is there, the faith is there. Everything that the Most High asks us to have in order for us to be granted our heart's desires. It's a law. It's a universal law. Whatsoever you sow, you shall reap. As a man thinks, so is he. All right? So, the stability and security is in the confidence, is in the faith. Is in the faith. A lot of times, we look at all these circumstances and we look at our, and it feels stable. I'm not gonna lie, it feels stable. I came from a job where I was making $235,000 with a plus bonus, okay? And it felt real stable. It felt real secure. But it's false hope. It's false security. It's false security, specifically when you know that that's not the highest that the Most High has given, the highest desire that the Most High has given you, right? It may be high in other people's eyes, or society's eyes. Society values that, but at what cost, right? If you're in that role and and I'll speak for myself, I'm in that role, I seem very successful. I'm making more than a lot of people in my family, like probably triple or quadruple a lot of people in my family. And it looks like success. But at what cost? At the cost of not being around my family, not seeing my family for months at a time, not being able to smile genuinely at work, or being pretty much, I don't know, Spirit is giving me selling my soul, because my soul's mission was not this. Yes, this is a gift. Yes, this is a talent. But my soul's mission was not that. And so how long am I going to do that? How long are you going to do that? You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to be? You're going to substitute. You're going to settle. You're going to settle for what society deems as stable, secure success. And the longer you stay, the longer I stayed, I felt really insecure, because I knew that that was not my highest desire. That was not the highest plan that the Most High had given me. And how long? You know what I mean? I had to ask myself, because I heard Spirit asking me, okay, well, how long are you going to do this? And what is the end goal? What is the end game? Okay? And I had to be real honest with myself. I had to be real honest with myself. And I didn't take a long time to do it. It didn't take me long. It didn't take me long to do it. I had to collapse timelines and be where I wanted to be, and really do, not just do what I wanted to do, but be who I wanted to be, who I know that I am, because I see it every day, every morning when I open my eyes, every night when I go to sleep. I see my highest self, and I know that that's what my soul came here to do. And the longer I'm not in alignment, the more insecure I become. And I don't care how much amount of money you make. The more you do that, you stop trusting in yourself. You stop believing in yourself, because even though it looks like success on the outside, you lose your confidence because you allow insecurity and fear to stop you from getting on the path, to stop you from getting on the path of faith, of transformation. And those, I don't know if I said, so this one right here was talking about the pieces of the puzzle, but it says hidden keys. And I feel like Spirit is really just saying, like, these are the hidden keys. These are the hidden keys. You got to align with what you see when you close your eyes, what you see in the mind's eye, what you see, who you see yourself as in the mind's eye. And it may not look like success, but it's going to feel like success. And when it feels like success, what I'm saying is, when it feels like success, you're going to have so much abundance. Spirit is going to show up for you like you never knew that you could show up for yourself. It's really you showing up for yourself and allowing Spirit to compensate you, the universe to compensate you, because it's an equal exchange. As you give your energy to your aligned purpose, the universe must compensate you, and the universe must protect you, and the universe must secure you in that purpose. Okay? I hope y'all got this message. I hope my communication was effective and we formed a connection. If we did, like the video. Thank you for those who have subscribed, all 21 of you. My goal is to get at least 100 by the end of the month. By the end of August, I'd like to have at least 100 subscribers by the end of the month. So help me out and subscribe to the channel. All right. I love you guys. I hope this helped you walk in confidence. Your confidence is the key. The Spirit is saying the key. Yeah. Your confidence is the key to your success. Your confidence in being okay with being aligned with your true identity. Whatever that may be, whatever that may look like, it's yours. That is your footprint. That is your footprint before you are out of this realm. Before you take your last breath, that is your blueprint. That is your footprint, and your footprint is your blueprint to success. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back with more videos. All right, thanks. Bye.